just pause.
Hi everyone, Ashley Browne here. Welcome to the BPL Daily Vidcast.
Charlie Happell, hello.
Hello. Fresh from his appearance on national TV on the Offsiders yesterday. Good job, Charlie. And you came across as the rugby man.
Thank you, Ash. I was looking for the makeup room here at BackPageLead, but I don't think we don't seem to have one.
No, it's with a few on the to-do list with everything else.
But went to the rugby and really enjoyed it. I thought a great spectacle, and I'm not by no means a sort of ardent admirer of the game. I've come away disappointed so often after big internationals as a spectacle, but this one had a lot of running, a lot of passing, not much kicking, and I thought it was a really exciting spectacle.
But you didn't need to be a rugby man to know that the Wallabies were well and truly outclassed.
Hammered, yeah. In fact, they charged down Dan Carter's kick early in the game, scored a try. Within 100 seconds, they'd given it back, and it was all downhill from there.
Go back with interest. Now, was it a knowledgeable crowd? Because, of course, the Rebels will be playing 8 games in Melbourne next year, so it's a rugby city.
It certainly was a rugby city on the weekend. I think they were a knowledgeable crowd. I suspect there were a lot of interstate visitors who came down to watch.
Well, there's only 2 Bledisloe Cup games in Australia this year, so if you're going to get to one of them, it would be this one in Melbourne. Yeah, disappointing performance for the Wallabies, and I think reading between the lines of John O'Neill's remarks to you on TV yesterday that Robbie Dean's he's safe in his job, but I reckon there are people now behind the scenes probably starting to ask questions.
It's 8 losses in a row, and I think the coach might be starting to get a bit of a mental block, as well as some of the senior players who've been around that whole time. How do we beat these guys? The World Cup's around the corner next year. Something's got to change.
So the All Blacks, the one thing in their favour is the All Blacks do choke like mangy dogs when it comes to the World Cup. So let's hope that streak continues.
The Greg Norman of
yes. No. Our Sharks doing right too. AFL build-up starts this week to a massive game. Geelong-Collingwood on Saturday night at the MCG.
Your thoughts, Ash? What do you think?
I want to see the team. I'll give you my tip on Friday, but Collingwood are going on very, very well. But this is a big hurdle for them to jump. To beat the best in the business, a team that loves getting up for these big games, Geelong, and they beat teams with relish when the Challengers come along. So
they beat Collingwood with relish in round 9 with a leg in the air. They were hardly even trying, and they knocked them off.
That's right. So I think I'd be favouring Geelong at this stage because I think they're the best team in it. But we'll learn more later in the week. John Pierrick has done a nice piece, which will be on BackPageLead tomorrow, looking at some of the early week machinations between the side and what it means for the two teams.
What about my piece?
Your piece was outstanding. It was about Collingwood, or the lids off.
Lids off.
Lids off at Collingwood. Also, do you want to get your thoughts briefly on Stuart Appleby? You've been observing the golf scene for a long time, Charlie. A 59 in the final round to win in West Virginia. Tell us about Stuart Appleby.
An underperformer, you'd have to say, a serial underperformer. Hasn't won for 4 years. Been coasting along as kind of a paycheck gatherer, finishing in 40th place every week, making a nice old living, but not actually gutting it out, as the Americans would say, and winning, or even finishing in the top 3 or 5. Just another journeyman on the US tour. Found himself today with a red-hot putter, shot at 59, and that's given him the title by a shot. So, well done, Stuart. I take back a lot of what I said in previous columns.
And Mike Clayton will be analysing that win on BackPageLead later this afternoon. Finally, it's the eve of the football season for those for the World Game. It is A-League season starts Thursday night. We've had a great response to our request for bloggers for the season, but we're still looking for the bloggers for the Queensland teams, for Perth Glory, and for Wellington. So if you've got any interest at all and Newcastle as well. So if you've got any interest in being a blogger on BackPageLead for the A-League season, comment at backpagelead.com.au. Drop us a note.
We will run your columns with names on, and you can put them in your folio of work and hopefully help you get a job in journalism.
We'll do our best anyway. Okay, thanks for joining us on the BackPageLead Daily Vidcast. We'll talk to you again later this week.
Bye.